Hello, 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 hello. Let me turn this music down. All right. How are we doing? All good. We already have someone in chat. Hello, Nonchalant Pickle. Hello again. Have you seen the Elsa Bloodstone gameplay trailer? It's sick. She's another duelist though. Okay. We'll probably have a look at that now actually before I start drawing. Yeah, let's bring it up. We'll go to this one. That's what we're working on today. But Elsa Bloodstone. Oh. Oh, spicy. That's way too big. There we go. I'll full screen it. All right, let's have a look. I'm surprised they put Elsa in the game. There's like a long list of characters way before I would have put Elsa. I like the bursts. Nice. Oh. She's a floater. What's her ult? Well, hold on a minute. At this point, the games are copying each other. Isn't that what's her face's ult from Overwatch? And it just launches them off the map. Alright. Okay, well, that's interesting. I would rather them put new characters in, like existing, like really popular Marvel characters, than just Elsa Bloodstone and have her be the copy of what's the chick from Overwatch that has the robot? Bob? I forgot her name. That's basically what she is. Oh. Alright. Let me close this. Move this up here. Alright, we're working on Doc Ock. I've removed his arms because they were in the way of the artwork. We're going to work on the line art of the character. Hold on, let me close this door. We're going to work on just the body because the arms are annoying, and we'll see where we get up to. we'll see where we get up to. I'm going to be working on this all day, but in terms of streaming, let's see. Don't mind me while I eat. Ah! Alright. We might have to refine this a little more. Yeah. Let's see where it takes us. All right. The middle of his head is here. There you go. Yo, Goblin, Goblin Balls. How you doing? That is a solid name. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm just working on an MVP screen for this character's design I did for Doc Ock if he was in Marvel Rivals. He won a tournament on my Instagram. I'm running a tournament to see which ones I turn into MVP screens, and then eventually there will be an overall winner with more artwork. And he won by a landslide. He was up against Vulture. And to be honest, this guy's design is one of my favorites that I've done, but also I hate the fact that I have to do it again because it took a long time for me to do it. But that's practice makes perfect, you know. If I've done it before, I can do it again. This makes no sense. Ah, thank you. I had a blast with that. We're working on, I'm working on, this is the next video, so you're welcome. You're going to be part of the next video. And now I can't get this selection tool. What the hell is going on? There we go. This is the next YouTube video for the month. I'm working on these MVP screens. So the last one I did was I'll show you actually. I did a Sandman one because Sandman beat Omega Red. And this ended up being the Sandman one. And now I'm working on Doc Ock. Thank you, Goblin. It takes a long time to do, but it's very much worth it. None of this perspective is making sense, but that's okay. What did I do? The trick with perspective in drawings is if it's all wrong, none of it's wrong. But if some of it's wrong, it's all wrong. Does that make sense? It's the worst advice I'll ever give on this channel. Probably not. Let's be real. I'll be giving a bit more shady advice in the future. And then I'll learn the proper way, and then you guys are stuck with the bad advice. I've been trying to dial down the Marvel Rivals art style. I did a prowl a while ago for this, and as today I'm working. Nice, nice. That's sick. That's really cool. How's it going? Do you need any? Not that I am the main person to talk to about the Marvel Rivals style, because I myself am winging it every time. But I've done my fair share. Do you need any? Do you have any questions? Hello, Silly Paws. How you doing? Thank you very much. We're just vibing away, attempting to redraw Doc Ock. How I drew him pretty much almost a year ago. Haven't touched the design since then. So we're gonna do our best here. It's looking good. The only thing I have trouble with is the chromatic abrasion. Okay. I fake the chromatic abrasion. I'll show you how I do it in a second. Silly Paws, when did I start drawing it? I had the layout ready for this thing, and I've been streaming for about 18 minutes. So this is what I've done in 18 minutes. And it's basically figuring out the technicalities of these glasses, which is not easy because I drew them as octagonals, and because I wanted an octagon theme for Doc Ock. Do I regret it now? Yes, yeah, I do. Right now, currently in this point in time, I hate these glasses. But will I like it when it's done? 100%. Yeah, see how it's all crooked and stuff? Oh. Thank God for Photoshop. All I have to do is tilt it like that, and then it's a bit better. There we go. And I put the thing on the wrong side. Give me a second, Goblin. I'll show you how I do the chromatic abrasion. How much it sticks out. Oh, I wish it didn't. Yeah, that's way better. Alright, chromatic abrasion. Basically, let's pick a spot that I didn't do it on. Let's say it's this spot, right? So what I do is I just draw the white part, you know, preferably under your line art instead of this, okay? And then another layer underneath, I pick a color, in this case it's blue, and I just paint blue. And then if you can isolate the lines, draw the red. The chromatic abrasion is really just to show the rim light of the character. That's the main thing. So I like to see this one. This is one of my first ones, so I really went hard on the entire left side of the character. But I find that in a lot of Marvel Rivals artworks, especially now, they only do it on the top side of it. Let me let's pick Sandman. So Sandman, as you can see, the light is like really hitting from the back, this white light. So just do the chromatic abrasion like that. So think about, in a 3D perspective, what would hit. Sometimes you can give a little bit of leeway. Realistically, I should have put more here, but I didn't, and I shouldn't have done this bit. So it wouldn't hit there because it's hitting here, but it'll hit here because there's nothing in the way, if that makes sense. So you just have to think of it as like a 3D object. Once you're done, I do the chromatic abrasion last more than anything. Yeah, I hope that helped. His nose is too big. Oh, too long, sorry. That's better. That's better. No problem, Goblin. I also gotta get my posing and musculature down. That's good. Posing is very important. Except the Marvel Rivals sort of like standing thing, it's kind of like straightforward, but that's why with the Sinister Six ones I changed it up a lot. Like they don't look as. It also helps that like 3 of them are flying, and one of them's made of sand. So really, the only one standing was Craven. So I still don't like this. This is not right. I think I know what's happening here. This is too thin. Sorry, too thick. Yeah, that's better. My God, now the top. Oh, you know what I should have done? It's a nice trick for everyone to realize. Let's see if this works. What you do is you just get this, copy and paste it. Figure out where it goes. Do that. There you go. I still fucked it. Even with the help, I still managed to mess it up. Problem is I'm working way too... There we go. That's good. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Now we combine it. Alright, Doc's head is complete. Now to move on to his stupid costume that I over-designed. Work smarter, not harder, 100%. But then if you're not smart about working smarter, then you end up working even harder than if you just went the other way. If that makes sense. I'm sure my crazy ramblings sometimes do not make sense. God, Rui, just fucking draw a curve. There we go. Like a true Shakespearean, yeah. That's exactly when people describe me, they describe me as Shakespearean. When you work smarter and not harder, and then you mess it up, then you work even harder than if you were to work harder and not smarter. That's a direct Shakespeare quote. It's crazy how I designed this character, and I'm now trying to figure out how to draw him. I've completely forgotten, and I've clearly bent so many rules with this character design that it worked out for me. This is what happens when you fake it till you make it. This is what happens. Don't fake it till you make it. Okay? Don't do it. What? It's actually coming out really nice. uh, and then on top of that, I'm drawing this costume in forced perspective, which means the already broken... What is this? There we go. The already broken perspective is broken even more. Thank you. Look, I really like the craziness of the design and the over design. It's just I'm only complaining because I'm suffering for it now. I was actually surprised with how many people that did a Doc Ock piece went for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 design with like the trench coat and stuff, which is it's a cool design, don't get me wrong. But like the classic costume is the way to go. Also, you know what I was thinking for the review videos? I was thinking, what if I convinced Jackson to do them live? So we do like a live stream of reviewing designs. I was think that could be fun. The only hurdle is convincing Jackson to do a live. I think I'm close to convincing him to join us. Bro, looks. That's the Three Stooges. So you got. Let me think. So you got Mo from the Three. Let me find the Three Stooges. Let's see if I've got. All right, we got. Easy. You ready? Three Stooges. You got Doc Ock. Yeah, where's Curly is Curly. There's Curly. Right? And then we need Larry. Which one would be Larry? I guess this is the closest to Larry. There you go. Marvel's Three Stooges. Yo, what's going on, Jackie? The Sinister Stooges. That explains why they never get Spider-Man. They never win. It's because they're literally the Stooges of Spider-Man. Do you actually go for the Chicago Bulls, or the merch is cool? I mean, I'm not. My number one team is Golden State, but you gotta respect Jordan, the king, and the goat, and I'll stand by that fact. I know a lot of people are LeBron fans, but I really I remember my uncle showing me some games when I was younger. I was in the 90s when I was like 5. I remember him watching the games with Jordan. Or was he in the... I can't remember. But I've always sort of like, without really being into the NBA, I was for a second, and then I wasn't, and then I was. When I was a kid, it was like the only thing I knew about the NBA was Chicago Bulls. If you think about it, all the teams have a good color scheme. Like they're very smart with their colors. How am I gonna do this hand? I forgot what I did. So it comes up like this. That looks rubbish. How did I plan this hand? I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, exactly. I love all the teams are awesome. Scorpion could be Champ, sort of fourth. Oh, who could Champ? Who do I have? Who's the other four stooge? You know what? Because he's like kind of like the fourth, you don't really know if he's the fourth stooge. Just make him Mysterio. He's got a bucket head. That is better. Make this one shorter. There we go. Hey Jackie, how many artists do you know don't have the balls to go live and draw live. I have an ability sheet for Doc. I have an ability sheet for Doc. I've thought about it for the other ones, but it'll probably be something that I do on stream with you guys. I don't think it'll end up being a video. I'm not taking any shots at anyone in particular, Jackie. I'm not. I'm not taking any shots in particular. It's all self-implied. All I say is that this arm is fucking cooked. What am I doing with this thing? This was a stupid pose by me. I should not have done this pose. Because my god, is it complicated. But this is how we get better in oh, that's not good. Would Ock get an alternate skin? I've not seen that. Let me Google it. So Black Panther, Doc Ock. What? Is this real? That's... His name's actually Blacktavius. That's hilarious. Yes, give him a skin. Give him a Blacktavius skin. Why not? Why not? It does say a lot about people that don't draw live. I'm not saying that any artist has to draw live. You know, that's not a prerequisite for anything. I think this bicep is way too prominent. There we go. Sometimes I feel like I have to draw like, or put in some sort of like time lapse me straight from like the beginning of the drawing, which in my opinion is like the most boring. Like, I always, whenever artists are drawing, I skip that bit. That's like the problem solving stage. And yeah, it's you see a lot of like mistakes and stuff that people put in it, but I think I did it for Sandman. If you watch the Sandman thing, I just did it because I felt like I had to justify myself to some of these people that we're not taking shots at. Fun fact also, in the comics, Doc Ock's original, I don't know how he's drawn so much now, but this dude was like tanky. He had some guns on him. The question is, my God, I should have planned this part more. That I don't know if I believe you, Kaiju. I don't know if I believe you. Because I think no one wanted to touch him, Arnie, because of what happened with with Batman and Robin. I think he was to be avoided, and also I think he wasn't he like, no way. I know, right? I'm trying to figure out this costume, and all I can say is it's going to be worth it at the end. Arnold, Doc Ock. What? Ah, in a James Cameron. Okay. James Cameron Spider-Man film. It was gonna be a cameo meant to set up a potential sequel. That's insane. I thought you meant... Oh man, I can't see anyone else apart from Alfred Molina playing Doc Ock. I'm sure there'd be other people, but that's crazy. And I'm so glad I made the boots so simple. This looks shit. Oh my god, what am I fucking doing? What am I doing? Oh, thank god. Okay, that's heaps better. Oh. Imagine if Bruce Campbell played Mysterio. That is something that like when I heard about it. Not only that, John Malkovich as the Vulture. John Malkovich as the Vulture. Well, peg legs. It's because he's dangling his feet. I can't draw him like. Look how weird it would be if I drew him like this. I mean, it does work, but he's supposed to be dangling, so we'll figure it out. The whole point of this is for me to lose my mind slowly, and I feel like it's working. And then what we'll do is we'll do this, cut this out, no, combine these layers, cut these out, and then they're on a separate layer. Um, I wouldn't say given up. I think there are design ideas that I've given up on and then just went for a different sort of look to it. But most of the time, if I put in a lot of work to an artwork, I try my best to just put it out. There are a few characters that I mocked up and then I just didn't do. One of them was Agent Walker, because we did the Thunderbolts. I was gonna. The original plan was we were gonna do 3 each. So someone, because we already did Taskmaster and we already did, and Bucky's already in the game. So what we were gonna do, we were gonna do Ghost, Agent Walker, Sentry, Yelena, and Red Guardian, I think. I can't remember, but there was going to be multiple characters. And then we abandoned it because one, it was a very busy period in the year. And then two, I didn't like the design. I didn't feel very. You can sort of see it in the Red Guardian thing. I wasn't very enthusiastic about that. That was one of the few times we actually did did it for like the popularity rather than just wanting to do these designs. And it makes a big difference when you don't have fun with it, you know. How did I even fucking get red? Hello, Leafy. The developers of Rivals said that they would introduce original characters, which honestly has me more excited than some classics. For me, it really depends on, like how would you create original characters for Marvel Rivals? The gameplay would have to be someone that doesn't fit in the game. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like the characters that they've chosen lately, like, I like them. I think they're cool. But like, you're gonna pick Elsa Bloodstone before any of the other characters. You're not gonna have Nightcrawler in it. You're not gonna have, you know, there's so many other X-Men that you can put in. I know they just put a bunch of X-Men in, but like Spider-Man villains, like Doc Ock. You're telling me you would rather Elsa Bloodstone over Doc Ock, you know? Or even Black Cat, which I think is also coming. You know, if you wanna stay within the female character route. I just feel like the characters that they're using like, you know, there's so many other ones. Silver Sable, you know. You've even got the Inhumans. How cool would some of the Inhumans be? Jackson's Bloodcrawler was really cool. But imagine seeing like Medusa. Like, give us Medusa. Medusa, like, that can grab you with her hair and stuff. Black Bolt. Give B Negative some love. I don't even know who B Negative is, man. Is he one of those obscure... I think I saw one of the other artists that do Marvel Rivals stuff. I think I saw him doing a piece that was like B Negative, but it was like a commission. Let me put the music back on. What do you think, guys? So far, so good? He's from that new Warriors comic everyone hated. I have not seen that. I have not seen the new Warriors, but it's hard to get a new character in, especially with like designs. I think the last well-received new character was in Marvel, as far as I can think of, was Miles. But then again, can you really say he's a new character if he's a Spider-Man? You know? It's like you haven't really had... I guess they're Inhumans, actually, now that I think about it. In terms of Marvel, like DC has had a better run at introducing new characters like the Court of Owls and stuff like that. Have you seen the Elsa Bloodstone trailer? We watched it earlier, the start of this stream. It's got all the gameplay stuff. Come on. What's wrong with my hand? Figuring this shit out is fucking nuts. Oh, Sauron would be awesome. Sauron would be so cool. That character would be one of the most fun characters in Marvel Rivals. You get to play a freaking pterodactyl or pterosaur, whatever the fuck it's called. You can't see it, but I'm in the liquefy tool. I'm just trying to line things up a bit better. So if you see it change drastically, I'm not cheating, I promise. Boom. There we go. doing anatomy study at the moment. Everyone is so different. What do you mean by what do you mean by that, Jackie? Maybe I can help. As in everyone's body is different? Oh, fuck. There we go. It's a bit better. That's because you're studying on MMA fighters. Study the muscle groups first, and then you can figure out how people you know. What the fuck am I doing here? Something's going on here. Yeah, if I were in your situation, I wouldn't be studying off distinctive people. I feel like when you learn anatomy, you kind of understand how the muscle works overall, and then you can manipulate it, you know? Once you can manipulate it, then it makes sense through all body types. That's how guys are able to draw, the Hulk. No one really looks like the Hulk. You can't study someone specifically for the Hulk. But if you know how muscle groups work, then you can, manipulate it and work it to your advantage. I was talking to Cam about this. Everyone's got different abs. Yeah. But if you understand how abdominals work, you can manipulate it. Like I said, you can just work and manipulate it to whatever works for you at the time, Like, this guy's head does not exist. Like, Doc Ock's head doesn't exist. It exists in this other drawing that I did, but I made this up. So I was able to draw this in this angle because I understand how heads work. There should be a pink Hulk. There was. I don't think there was, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. This guy here, and then go. Oops. Bowl cuts do exist, unfortunately. I tried to make his look cool to an extent. You can only make bowl cuts look so cool, People think they're making them look cool, but at the end of the day, they're still a bowl cut. No offense to any bowlies out there. I didn't add a beveled thing on this, did I? No, they're just kind of there. I'm not gonna add anything new to these designs. That's breaking the rules. Imagine, imagine if she had one. That would be crazy. You know what? It's a cop out that I didn't give her a bowl cut. I'm gonna say it right now. Bowl cut is iconic with Doc Ock. Actually, I don't think we've seen. Did the Doc Ock from the Raimi verse have a bowl cut? I can't even remember what his hair. I remember slightly what his hair looked like, but I don't think it was a bowl cut. Oh, did it? Look like an octopus? Hold on. It actually did. How did I not realize this? It looks like an octopus. That's funny. Alfred Molina kind of had a bowl cut, but not really. It just was like a professor's haircut. Give us a proper bowl cut. Doc Ock. That's what we need. That's what we need from Marvel. Like Kevin Feige. You know that they were saying like release the Snyder cut and all that. Release the bowl cut. That's what we want. We need the bowl cut. Also, I think I have a theory that we might be seeing a new Dr. Otto Octavius in the new Spider-Man movie. Or Kurt Connors. Someone like that, I feel like we're due for. Because if you think about it, the only character that was actually like kind of good was Doc Ock in No Way Home. So Peter would have his guard down on him. Hey, your thoughts on the Snyder Cut, Snyderverse, and Snyder fan base? I really liked the Snyder Cut. I know a lot of people probably didn't. I think one thing that Snyder did really well was cast really good people for Superman and Batman, and I think he could have leveraged it heavy off of that, but didn't. I mean, in a way, it's like they rushed it, and he rushed it. You know, he had a plan, and the studio wasn't having it. So I don't know. It's unfortunate that we didn't get a full, scene vision of what it could have been. Because for a while, if you remember, like Marvel also didn't have the greatest movies. Thor 2, Thor 1, Captain America 1, which is loved now, but back then people were like, this is boring, this is generic, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So you gotta let stuff grow. And I think the reason why the James Gunn Superman did so well and was good, I personally think it was a good movie, is because he already has like a fan base for it, but it also went back to the roots. A lot of people miss the old style of comic book movies, and he made that. He made a comic book movie. We don't see comic book movies much anymore. We see movies that are comic book related, but we don't see that a movie attempting to be a comic book. That all started to change when Logan came in. But what I liked about Zack Snyder's stuff was that it felt and looked like a comic book, you know? Snyder intended for only 6 movies, didn't he? He intended for himself to direct those 6 movies, but I think he definitely had a part to play in the entire DC universe, but he had his own story that he wanted to tell, which was the Justice League and leading up to that. Video game movies are what's trending now, and I am all for it. Give me some good video game properties. I know Warhammer's technically doesn't count as a video game; it's like a role-playing game. But I'm frothing for that. Give me that. Give me the God of War series. Give me all of it. I want it all. I liked The Last of Us season 1. Season 2, I didn't watch because I didn't like Last of Us Part 2. But I can understand why people like it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it was bad. It's just personally not for me. No, it's not, and we're banning that from my chat. Skibidi Toilet is no longer allowed to be mentioned in the chat. It is banned, and you shall be punished accordingly for bringing it up. You get a free pass now, but in the future you bring it up, and I'll punish you. I don't know how yet, so I'll put you on like a wait list. Yes, Turok would be awesome. Well, they kind of did it with I don't know if you've seen what's that movie called? Primitive War. It's like a low budget dinosaur action movie. It was fun. I'll say it was fun. It wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but it was very fun, and I miss those types of like movies. Oh, it's actually looking really good. I'm very happy about this. What did you think of the I forgot what it's called again. Primitive War, that's it. Yeah. It's fair to say that it was fun, right? At least, like that's what it gave us. It was a fun time. Thank you, Goblin. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Next, in a couple of days, will be, I think, Saturday. Saturday, yeah. So I'm posting this up tonight. Saturday, we will get another character to draw based off of, I think it's Mysterio versus Red Skull. Let me have a look on my Instagram if you want to go and vote. It is. It's Mysterio versus Red Skull. That's it, and this is the bracket system so far. Then after that, we've got Abomination versus Red Hulk. So just 3 days. In 3 days. Oh, sorry. Today, Mysterio and Red Skull. Tonight, Mysterio and Red Skull will. Damn commercial popped up the moment you asked the question and cut you off. Damn it. I've got it on automatic for YouTube. So this is the tournament. It's Doc Ock and Vulture. That's already decided. Doc Ock won. Then tonight, Mysterio vs Red Skull, and then we decide that in 3 days. So Saturday, I'll be drawing the winner, and then Abomination and Red Hulk. So around Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be drawing whoever wins that, and then we'll go to Sandman vs Doc Ock, and that'll be a battle scene, hopefully, if I can pull that off. And then whoever this one is, and then I'll draw the winner holding a trophy. So it's very, very likely that I'm going to be drawing Doc Ock 3 times. Twice at the least, you know? I can't remember what the question was, to be honest, Kaiju. You're gonna have to remind me. Alright. The moment I've been avoiding. Let's do it. The legs. Oh god. Hold on. Let me bring up an image of Doc on this screen up here. Because I need it as references bad. Where is he? There he is. Files. Oh, alright. I think. Shit, having this. Oh, take a break. What do we think so far, chat? What do we think so far? Hopefully this is looking good. As good as the other one. Probably, I want it to be better than this one. Or at least like on par with this. Let me know if you spot anything that seems a bit off. You miss fighting games, as in like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I think, aren't they coming back full force? Um, Did it just get really dark? Oh, I think it's working. Alright. That's actually somehow worked out better than I expected. I don't know how I did that. Wow. Oh. Oh my god. Bro, on his tippy toes, he's floating in the air. Ballerina Doc Ock. His arms are going to be holding him up. He can't use his legs. The Doc Ock I've got has got issues with his legs. That's why he's got a brace on. That's the design that I made. This leg is harder. Oh, hold on. If I just do this. Nope. Why would it be bigger? It worked. It worked. And then I can't believe that worked. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these coming down. This one. Alright, that's the plan. This one's out of screen. There, is that better? Now you can tell that he's hovering. I can't believe I decided to do this pose for Doc Ock. Magnetic. So it's all clips open and then shuts, and it's magnetized specifically for those joints, those sections. Like if Cap can throw his shield and it comes back to him, then Doc can unclip his tentacles and have it reattach magnetically. No dramas. Little drones with rockets in them or something. Dude, dang, this dude is just aura farming. Yo! Shade! Take it easy! Sometimes I get so scared that I'm gonna miss the space between you know? Just have yeah. It's so easy to just miss the space. No, I love it. It's a great joke. I always get worried when I'm posting it online. Surely it's on purpose, though. The guy has tentacles. The guy has tentacles. It's unfortunate, but I do think it's on purpose. There's no way it's not. I don't think I ever drew what would have been inside the tentacle claw thing. So I guess I get to design something new for this character. There we go. This needs to be way more intimidating. I'll put like a red eye. Like as an homage to the Sam Raimi. Alright, that is the plan for the tentacles. Ah, my knee. So far, so good. What do you guys think? You know the tentacles are made for a reason. Imagine being Doc Ock and you have to drive a car. You wouldn't have to. Actually, he can drive a car. He just stands on top of it and then gets the tentacles to like go into the car. Just finished Daredevil Born Again, and this stuff was fire. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch that show. I love that show. It's such a good show. And then having Punisher show up, honestly, that John Bernthal as the Punisher is like one of the highlights for me. I love his Punisher. He's very good at the brutal nature of him. And he actually does some punishing in the show. Can you believe it? Punisher doing punishing things? That's crazy. I have also have a little teaser for you guys. Something I'm working on with Jackson. I can't show you anything because we literally just decided and started filming yesterday. But what's happening is we are doing more rival stuff, except it's not Marvel. Certain Batman Rogues Gallery is going to make it into the rival scene, and you're going to be getting multiple characters from us at once. So it's just going to be Batman villains, and we spun a wheel to decide who gets who. I swear I saw a scene where Jones was in. Yeah. The Punisher is just his own worst enemy. I am super excited specifically about one of the characters I have to design, because I already have like a really cool design in my head for them. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and I'm gonna try and make it more something you guys haven't seen from me. It is still it's early days, so I am going to be designing them over the next 3 weeks because I'm also working on this. And I've got client work to do. So your boy is drawing non-stop. And not to mention studying. He's so good as the Punisher. He really is. Alright, I think we are gonna call it very soon. Wait a minute, something's going on here. There we go. DC rivals, villains, rivals characters gonna be lit, bros. Take your time and make a good video. Oh, don't you worry about that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. I had a long conversation with Jackson the other day of like what we want to bring to YouTube and how we want to level up the YouTube game. And it's gonna be a fun video. Yeah, look at that. Just notice bro's legs are so cute. Oh, look at this. They're tiny and they're dangling. Look at them. I'm trying to make it work with like the tentacles and stuff. It is really funny when you look at like the perspective of it, and that's the whole job of like an artist, is to make sure the perspective works. I hope I made it work. Maybe I've positioned them wrong. Let me have a look. I might have positioned them wrong. No, that looks wrong. Maybe a bit more this way. Yeah, it's a bit better. Nah, that's fine. Yeah. It lines up with his back. You could literally see the spine going down this way. Yeah, the line art is done. Thank you so much. That was the goal for these 2 hours. And maybe I'll jump back on later today if I'm doing all the rendering. I've just got to do some errands now, and I'll probably do the line art for the arms like soonish by myself, and then we'll jump into the rendering. Thankfully I don't have to render too much. Like everything is like pretty straightforward from what you're seeing, but I think Shade, you've been on for a lot of these streams. Let me ask you a question before you leave. Do you want Do you want to be the dude? Do you want to be the username that goes above MVP? Alright. You've won it. I was going to give it to someone that commented on my on the post on Instagram, but you've been awesome being here at every live stream so far. So I'll just put Shade Sketches. What the fuck? No. There we go. No, it's just an appreciation for you being here for all these streams. So I thank you for putting up with my insanity. Doc rocked. No, that's perfect. Alright, Shade, you are the MVP for Doc Ock. And if anyone else is watching, if you want to be on the next MVP character, just do what Shade did and be a cool MFer on stream, and just talk and do and just join in, you know. Alright, I'm hopping off too. We're ending stream. We are done. All good, my man. Have a good one. I appreciate you for being on. Thank you everyone that joined the live stream. We managed to do what we wanted to do, which was finish the lineup for Doc Ock. And I'm going to continue this, and you'll see more of it in the future. So I'll see you in about 3 or 4 days.